Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Seattle Seahawks and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now off the play action. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And he takes it down to the 33. They gain 11 on that play. And the Steelers have a first down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. They get 22 out of that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. Now an inside give to Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Myers, the motion man here. Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. Has him on a quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Shotgun now for Milrow. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Ready? And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready?
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
65 catch, 65 catch.
It's Walker on the option. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Offense up to the line fast.
Look at my team.
Brings up second and goal.
Milrow from the gun. He rolls to his right. Taking a chance to the end zone. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
Ricky Myers, and he's got it. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Seahawks.
Gravity Lions.
First down throw here from Milrow. Escapes the pocket.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Walker off his own read. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Can gain on second down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
Throwing now on 32. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks finish off their opening drive. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or can they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. First and 10.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Drive begins with a run by Johnson. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play, but whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a couple of yards. And the Steelers have a first down.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 40.
Setting up to throw. Hits him on the out route. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. Offense in the hurry up here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and
It's Johnson on second down. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They strike for 23 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
first and 10 at the 22-yard line.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Finds Johnson out of the backfield. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
And I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
Johnson up the middle. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Ball's caught. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a second quarter lead. McPherson at the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Gain 15 there, and that gives the Seahawks the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to be out of bounds after the big gain, now down inside the 15. This play goes for 36. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Tight end going in motion here. From the red zone on first. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a short gain.
There's no question, Kate, if the big play is down, the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches, they really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
From the gun, Milrow. And he'll score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one splits the uprights, and the Seahawks tie things up at 14.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he got all in that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe something taken from me.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Again to Johnson to start this drive. And they sent it straight ahead, but the punt stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. They'll air it out on 3rd. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
And they bring him down around the 34.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll call his own number. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there. They catch him behind the line. He goes to the hurry up here.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
He's dropping back to throw. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd and long for him here. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Ernest Jones with the pick. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. 10. 10 to 60. 10 to 60. Ready.
Here's Milroe to throw. It's a complete to Kenneth Walker. There he goes, right sideline. All the way, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks get some late points and the lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage big time.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Going with Johnson here. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. Look at this fullback now. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. That one gains 7. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
That's such a good example, Kate. You don't have to be an elite runner to be a good thrower of the football on the run. The same fundamentals, the attention to detail to be a good pocket passer, they show up on the run as well. That's excellent job getting the completion.
On the draw, this is Johnson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Second down pass play coming. Dumps it off to his running back. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run.
Third down and 9.
Here he goes, third and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. On to punt on fourth down, it's Bradley Pinion. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in prime time. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And this one's going to approach the 10, but looks like it's down right at the 13-yard line.
On the set.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Let's go.
Milrow with it on first. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You want throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He can run it. This one only manages the yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
Let's go now.
Milrow throwing on third down. Catch made over the middle. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers, or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Throwing here, Milrow. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Trying to find his tight end. And things look tougher now with third and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Throw here, third down. Chased out to his right. Moving right, airs it. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground and start this one off. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. The Steelers calling their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve, complete.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
Takes the second down snap. Has him on the quick hitter. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Throwing now on first down. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
17.
High-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. The third quarter's going to start with a run by Walker. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Milrow. That's a catch. Jackson Smith in Jigba. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
As quarterback, when you have an out-route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Back to 60. Back to 60.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught. Here's Arroyo. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
That's good for a Seahawks. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back all 80.
First down throw here from Milrow. Forced out to his right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Again, he's got room. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
From the red zone now. Buying some time right. And they take this in for the score. The Seahawks grow the lead coming out of halftime.
These touchdowns on the season haven't all looked the same, but boy, has he made a habit of scoring touchdowns on the ground.
Group B to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks drive their lead to 11.
Steelers 17. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Complete right side to Washington. And this is taken ahead to the 37. Sent to the ground by Nick Emanwari.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Short pass brought in. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Steelers have his first down.
47-yard line.
Now they give to Johnson. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. Off the play fake, he'll throw. It's his fullback. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Working quickly here.
And the Steelers.
First down, play action. Ooh, almost to throw the cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Sticking to the air here. Throwing the out route complete. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the gun, Johnson. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back now, pressure coming. Find Johnson out of the backfield. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and he netted some positive yards.
And he let his man too much there, Buck. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
McPherson's kick is good. And that brings the deficit back within a score. 8 points.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Bill Rowe from the gun. On the move, headed right. Complete, it's Myers. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Walker on first down. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
From the gun, Milrow. Throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And he gets it past the 50 and down the Steelers' side of the field. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Cowboy 80.
Here's Milrow to throw. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he loses the football. And the Steelers get to it. That return finally ends, Brock, as they take it all the way back into the red zone.
You know, Kate, that is just an awesome job by the defense. We talk about it all the time. Pursuit and effort, pursuit and effort. Pursue, and they rip the football away, and then the effort for the big return on the fumble sets that offense up in primo position.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. A 6-yard pick.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
On the ground again with Johnson. And they hold him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Check. 19, Tiger, 19, go.
There he is on 3rd and short. And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers down by only 2 in the 4th. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Milrow. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Seahawks.
Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. He finds Brown right side. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
60 Eagles, Panther 60, Cowboy 80, go.
Throwing now, Milrow. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. This one goes for 3 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Come on. Hit.
Walker now from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Milrow now to throw. That's him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll go with Walker on the counter. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
There's no negatives ever on a great shoot for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
He's back to throw. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Groupie's extra point is good. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7.
Steelers 28. Michael Dixon, the kickoff.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. They're running out of the pistol with Johnson. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. Working quickly here.
Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Caught by Washington, left side. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down at that 17-yard line. Offense to the line fast.
21 yards. That's another Steelers.
Now an inside kick to Johnson. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Put this underneath. Johnson. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Offense in a hurry up here.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, here's Johnson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th and 1.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers losing by 7. The deficit is 7, so they have to convert here on 4th down. Here we go with Johnson. And they are sent off the field. Had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
This running back has had himself a day, but not on that play. Finally, a little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense. Keep him from the first and get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs.
Flushed out of the pocket. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Pass the 60, pass the 60. 70,
They're going to pass it here. Headed out right. He's keeping it. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Third down, Steelers in the dime. 6 DBs out there.
Come on. Set. Cougar 19.
Looking to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Takes this in at the 25. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. First down now, ball at the 33. Back to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 30.
He is to throw. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And now they need to get 4 on third down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Now to throw. So pass ball in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run.
Steelers first down.
He'll look to throw it. That's going to be caught by Washington. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Setting up to pass. Left side, caught by Metcalf. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. They are throwing it again. He rolls to his right. Completed to his running back. He's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing it again here. Caught at the 10-yard line. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Call it around 3 on the play. They're set up with 2nd and goal from the 5. So a timeout's taken. Just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. 2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. So a timeout's taken. Just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. They're going to throw out of the gun. And they pull it off. A touchdown catch in the final moments. And now overtime or a win right here are on the table. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers tie this game 35 apiece. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. This one winds up as a touchback, so they're going to have 1 final snap to work with.
Their own 35-yard line.
And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
Get it. 8-60, 19 Lions.
Milrow from the gun. Chased out to his right. As he opts to throw it away, that means we are headed to overtime. That's going to do it for regulation, so some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. And there's still something being celebrated by the fans, isn't it, Brock? A coin toss might not decide the game anymore here in overtime. Both sides guaranteed a possession now, even if the first team scores a touchdown. And if we're tied after those two series, it is next score wins.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
From the jaws of defeat, they snatch this game away. And now we're off in overtime to decide it. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Viking 18. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
First throw of overtime. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Okay, ready?
They're leaving nothing a chance here. Look at this. The jumbo set out for 3rd down and inches. Milroe's going to sneak it. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Milroe with it on 1st. Throw left side. Comp right. He loses the football. Steelers have it. Headed the other way. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. For one side, an incredible mistake. And for the other, a clutch defensive play that could set up the end of this game.
This is overtime, baby, and every play is amplified by 100. And now some life to go get yourself a win.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set. 1st and 10. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Drifting towards a possible tie, but they could avoid that outcome, partner. If they can do something here, ready to operate on 2nd down. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? After the false start, some serious work to do, Brock. 2nd and 15. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
That one's out and comes on the right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the 1st.
I'm Not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
And this time, they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
At the 27-yard line.
A give left side to Johnson. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Steelers have a first down.
The 13-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
They give it to him again. And that's good for a few. It brings up third down. And they'll pause things with a timeout. Just 10 seconds remaining in overtime.
Brings up third and 11.
Big moment coming up for Evan McPherson on this attempt. And they'll pause things with a timeout. Just 10 seconds remaining in overtime. The Seahawks opting for a fifth DB nickel set for this third down play. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. Well, not a chance at all as he is met at the line on this one. That's going to be fourth and very long. So here they are. A chance to win this with a field goal. The upright's 31 yards away, dead ahead. The kick is good. He got it. And they've taken back the lead.
Okay, they got the ball off the fumble, and they knew what to do with it when they took over. Just find a way to put points on the board.
So make a check in the win column for this.
I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you're trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, my confessions, go to the higher. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get it clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are gone, he couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as Nevada, I'm from the bottom, on treacherous timing. They'll pop your melon in front of those seas over that beat.